How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were busy. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
There is a little bit of a timeline inconsistency that I often hear about related to this game. That it was 1970, it was a little bit later. I'm not too deep into the rabbit hole just yet. I haven't played Alan Wake 2. I haven't played the Control games. So far, my only exposure to the Remedy Expanded Universe is what some of the fans are calling it, is simply through Max Payne. And some would say that Max Payne 3 isn't part of the Remedy Expanded Universe, but is instead more of a Rockstar universe. I don't know. I think Sam Lake and the guys at Remedy and whoever it is that's running Rockstar would be completely okay with sharing the same universe if Max Payne and Grand Theft Auto were part of the same universe. That's what I think. It probably explains why in Grand Theft Auto 3 in 2001 and Max Payne 2001, it's set in New York, and Max Payne is... You know, I'm not going to get into it. This is a gaming. This is a Let's Play. Let's do it. No, is that it? I guess I had the last bit of dialogue there. Sorry about that. Or was Barry waiting for me to talk to him? Oh well, wherever it is.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers. That is either oil or it's that black night material. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
You know, the ones that I've been destroying with the flashlight the last episode. Where is Rose's trailer? Is it this place? Do I have to go around? Is there a back door to this place?
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both
Brother.
Jagger and Zane before they both died.
Dude, where
and she had
the
some
fuck
kind of
is
breakdown.
the girl's place? Are we just... You know, I'm probably really missing something by being trivial about going the long way around because that boat got dropped there. That little miniature yacht, sailboat, whatever it
Hello,
is you
mister.
want to call it.
This here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
I guess I can't talk to him. Thank you, Barry, for taking the words right out of my mouth. Anyway, so it's probably something more deeper meaning about the crows being by the garbage can that I didn't pick up on, but whatever.
Welcome to, oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh,
Alan, come on, man. Don't you think she's talking a little strange? A little different? You think that maybe something new had changed within, I don't know, the last 7 days? Like, bro, are you kidding me? A lot of shit had to have happened between Alan jumping into Cauldron Lake to get Alice and waking up behind the wheels of a crashed car outside the logging camp. A lot of shit had changed, man. Do you think that people had been taken, but in a softer sense?
oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good. Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry, she doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al, what's... Oh...
No.
Barry! What? What?
Now, see, this is why you probably shouldn't be taking coffee from strangers inside their trailers when they're talking funny. Just a little bit of warning for some of you out there.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
So...
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I'm just gonna say it. Turning these lights on really doesn't mean anything because you turn the lights on inside, an axe is gonna go at the circuit breaker powering those fucking things. They're gonna turn off, and then you're gonna be in a real world of hurting if you don't have flares or guns or a flashlight. This is why you should have a surefire light.
Hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara
That
Jagger.
is...
She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Alright, so I gotta say, this might be a little too much of a fan, right? Like, I can't really... Dude, I'm telling you. The letters on the side of those paperbacks are kind of hard to make out, but that is pretty easy to see. But she gets 5 of them things? No, like, is that a 6th book? What is this? Dude, I like need a free camera in order to see this, but this is kind of unnerving.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Oh,
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
okay. Well, that's rather upsetting.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Alright.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Okay, well that's not good. Alright, so I'm going to guess that because it's written on the pages and that they do at some point happen in rather unclear ways, it seems like there's two timelines in which Alan Wake is experiencing the stories that's being written and him that's writing the stories. So I'm going to guess this. After the dive into Cauldron Lake to try to get Alice, and in between the dive in the lake and him waking up behind the wheels of the crash car outside the logging camp, he had spent that time writing the manuscript. But something terrible happened where the manuscript got scattered around for him to pick up later, and because of that, the kidnapper who kidnapped Alice probably wasn't a kidnapper, he was a rescuer, but he wanted to get the manuscripts so that he could try to understand how things are going to end in some way. That's at least what I think. I'm sure that the more I play this, the more clear things would become. Like, maybe I'll get a revelation while playing this game that that is the case, or is not the case. Sorry, girl. Just talking to my cat. She probably didn't like that.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I ain't the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
Yeah, I had a, you know, argument with Danny. You know Danny, and then I got in trouble with the law, you know, and I'm just, well,
I heard something like that, Walt.
yeah, well, you know, you know, Danny's my best friend, and they let me bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting, man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Well, Walt, Well, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
It's really starting to bug people, isn't it? This strange happenings and occurrences happening, right? I've checked out a little bit of, what is it? Lady of Lore. I've checked out some of her videos surrounding this whole thing, right? I haven't checked out or rewatched any of the Alan Wake videos. It's not like it would have been a great benefit to me because in order to truly understand a story like Alan Wake or Control, you gotta play it. You gotta experience it yourself, that type of thing, right? So my thing is like I've gotten a chance to check out the Control videos. Not yet. Not part 2. I'm still in between part 1 and Alan Wake, in which instead of watching the Lady of Lore's Alan Wake video, I just decided that since this game was on sale for like ridiculously way off than it normally is, I just simply decided to buy it. I feel like it's obligatory for me to explore and do some searching and looking, because if I don't, I feel like I'm gonna miss some collectibles. And some games, you know, you learn more about the story by picking up the collectibles. And in this case, I think it's very much the only way for me to truly understand the game story is by picking up the manuscripts. And I still don't understand what the coffee thermoses are for, but I guess I'll find that out soon enough, I guess.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Spillane!
Alright, well, that's interesting. Some discount bullet time.
Standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
And there's a
I
helicopter.
hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake! Come on! Take it easy
And I imagine there's no way or no collectibles for me to pick up in this time. Or in this section here.
There he is! Freeze! Okay, man. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Man out! Tight!
I have no idea why this camera keeps shifting over the left shoulder. That is either a light or a manuscript. Looks like a manuscript.
Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
And I'm guessing there's more taken people around. Starting to feel like it. Oh. Oh, God. You know what? That is not really relevant information. I mean, yeah, it would be, right? But I'm not worried about it at the moment. Drop hazard. I wonder how the completely wrecked police car is gonna be theorized or investigated. Or did Alan Wake turn into the Incredible Hulk and destroy it? Fucking hey. Guys, you gotta point your flashlights at it.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, this guy, he wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Yeah, I like Sheriff Breaker. I understand that Agent Nightingale is a huge dick and no one seems to like him. I don't know. Oh, that's a Blackhawk. Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh, fuck. No one's making it out of that one. I wanted to say it, but I'm not going to. At least people survived that. I'm just not going to. That's not good. Some of you are probably wondering what it is I'm wanted to say. Just don't worry about it. Watch a movie. Oh, that's a huge bummer.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. Jake, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what you... Come on.
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean? Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get
Docky to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I bet it does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Okay.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
Is that the radio station? That's the gas station right there. I remember there being a gas station. But I also seem to remember the radio tower also being pretty close to the gas station as well.
I imagine that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Okay. Why the fuck are we going to the coal mine? Is that where the kidnapper is? Is that where he said they was going to wait for Alan? I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and check out those fucking videos again.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Yeah, I figured. So... damn good cup of coffee. You know what? I really did not actually expect to be so good at solving these puzzles. I'm just going off the beaten path ever so slightly, just a little, to look around for collectibles or manuscript pages, and this is what I get. I get this stuff.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Okay. Got it. There is a time limit. There is a time limit. Oh, the gate's gone too. The gate was nothing but shadows. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, it is. Okay. Alright. I was going to say, it's rather fortunate that Alan Wake...
to recognize the flashing grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
You know, there's a lot of shit going on. I'm just going to pause the game. I was going to say, it's rather fortunate that Alan Wake knows of a guy who is a little bit of a night owl and has a radio station. So he already knows the time of day or night that he could reach him, and already knows his location where he can be reached. So it's rather fortunate that one of the first people that Alan meets coming into Bright Falls is probably the most helpful guy he could come in contact with. So that's good. You know what? Hold on. Alright. I guess until I can get a gun, this is going to be the weapon of choice. I'm actually kind of surprised that it didn't do anything to Alan. I mean, he's not deaf, he didn't lose his sense of hearing, he didn't go blind. Oh, hello. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do some searching. I'll do some looking around, but I've got to get the light out. Oh, hello. Oh, fuck you, dude.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Oh, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Well, that's nice. Hey, another manuscript page. That's nice.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
Fucking A. What, no more light? Are you... That's upsetting. The moment I cross this freaking bridge and I get hit and attacked, the one thing that can give me health and regenerate it the fastest gets taken away. That's nice. Ah. I really can't be fucking around. I've got to go. I really can't. Dear God, Alan, could you please maybe run a little bit further than like 5 feet? I'm really just not in the mood to be running around in the dark like this. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Get the f- Ugh! Starting to hate them damn things, man. Really? Pat, can you open the friggin' door for me, bro? I'm really just... I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm out of shit, man.
Could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, coffee. Nice.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake. Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Dude, Nightingale's a freaking genius, man. Is this what Remedy thinks of FBI agents? I mean, don't get me wrong, there's been a few dumb FBI agents over the years, but with an agency like that, with the history that it does, you're gonna have some idiots in the ranks.
I had fallen off so many
What?
cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Oh, so he's... Oh, he's on the chase now. That's nice. A gun-toting FBI agent who's... for the love of God. For... Fuck! Oh, God, come on! That motherfucker...
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation. Where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Yeah, I know. Fucking hey. Fucking hey, dude. Really? More? I'm just gonna run. Well, I was gonna try to run, but fucking Alan decided to take his sweet ass time.
Reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Fucking man. All right. We got shotguns. We got shot. Oh my. Oh, hello. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're a douche. Alright. What's up here at least? Alright, yeah, sure, fine. Guess I'll try that shit again.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
So is this happening? Like, when are we going to expect this shit to happen? Like, because I know the chainsaw thing happened in the same chapter or episode. So I'm like trying to get an idea of when this thing with the bulldozer is going to happen. All right. I guess I don't have to aim from now on.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let him go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
So is Nightingale an agent of the FBI or the Federal Bureau of Control? What's the story? All right, who's calling?
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. Alan. I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please isn't you, Alan, and it's not you. It's something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me. The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna get another crate or goodie here. Alright. Alright, that's nice. What is that? Flares and what else? That's nice. That's the first time I got attacked for going for a crate, so that's nice. These fucking things, man.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Follow. Okay. Whatever it is, I guess I'll go that way.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Dude! Fucking stop, man! Give me a fucking break!
He slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Are you kidding me, dude? Oh, it's fucking barrel! You fuck!
So some sort on the opposite shore.
Oh god, really? Back here? Yeah. Alright. Let's use the flares and flare gun. Who would have thought getting attacked by inanimate objects like that would have been infuriating.
Over everything in its path. I slammed the door shut right in his smug face.
I'm sorry about this.
I actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Dude, just
As
fucking
a teenager,
circle.
just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Heavy duty flashlight. Alright, maybe I'll do more damage. Remove the immortality out of some of these things. That'd be nice. That's nice. Another flare. Alright. I am coming on my minute. Alright, like I said, I am coming up on my minute, so I'm probably going to have to cut the recording in a little bit. And whichever, where I... Motherfucker, man! I'm talking here! Dude! You know what? Now would be the time. I'll see you guys later. Fucking A. I'm telling you, whoever came up with the Shadows Rest Me trophy for Max Payne 3 had probably just finished playing Alan Wake. In light, you can hurt them. Well, thank you for that tip. I'd pretty much already gotten very familiar with that fact.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Durl's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Durlith, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Durlith.
Well, I guess that's the least What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
I
Okay. Is this what's going on? Okay.
Oh, Mr. Doyle, you have well pleased Nixie Burka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory.
Ugh.
Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. Night Springs.
Alright, another manuscript page.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
That's not good. What the in the... Oh! There we go. There we go. Bro! Get the fuck out of there! Oh, Christ. Fucking A. That was my first time dealing with that thing. That was the first. That was the first. I did not see videos on how to do this. Just fucking wild, man. Insane. Don't give me shit, man. Just don't give me shit. Just let me through. Like I said, this is my first time playing this game.